Yes. Good morning to you all. Today we will be starting our online classes. I hope you all are enjoying your holidays. But let us not forget about the studies. So, okay, today let us have the revision of one of the chapter, that is profit and loss. Okay, now if I start with profit and loss, before understanding profit and loss, we need to know some of the terms like what is cost price, what is selling price, when it is said to be profit and when it is said to be loss. For example, you went to a vendor shop and you purchased some of the items from him or her, and you purchased the item at ₹10. For example, you took 5 articles at ₹10. But then what suddenly happened? You did not like all these articles and you decided it to sell to your friend. And you were in a hurry and you sold all those 5 articles at ₹5. Now, the price at which you bought all the article is considered to be the cost price, and the price at which you sold the article, that is considered to be the selling price. Okay. Now, here we have 10 rupees as the cost price and 5 rupees as the selling price. Now, can you see the amount at which you purchased the article was more and the amount at which you are selling it is less. So, definitely you suffered a loss. So, what is the loss? Loss is basically when your selling price is less than the cost price. So, when it is the loss, when your selling price is less than the cost price, then it is said to be loss. And the loss is equal to CP minus SP, where CP is the abbreviated form of cost price and SP is the abbreviated form of selling price. On the other hand, you purchase the same item, 5 articles for ₹10. And you decided to sell all these 5 articles at ₹15. Now, what a magic. You bought all the articles at ₹10 and now you are selling it at ₹15. That means you used your mind and you are selling it at a price which is higher than the cost price. Here, CP is less than the selling price. That means the amount at which you are selling the product or the article is more in comparison to the amount at which you have bought. So, when SP is greater than CP, you suffer a profit or you suffer a gain. So, gain or a profit can be calculated as SP minus C. I hope it is clear. Let us have a revision. What is the cost price? The price at which you buy an article. What is the selling price? The price at which you sell an article. What is gain when CP or the cost price is greater than the selling price? When CP is greater than the selling price, you suffer a loss. And when SP is greater than the cost price, you suffer a gain. I hope this is clear.
A very good morning to all. I hope you all did your exams very well and are expecting very good marks in your exam. And we too expect the same. So now let us start our class with a very new chapter. I hope this video will be interesting for you. So now let us begin with our classes. Today we are going to start our new chapter of math, that is profit and loss. Hope this chapter you have already studied in your previous classes. So today I'll be just giving you an introductory lecture of profit and loss, just to clear your doubts. Let us consider industry. Okay. I considered industry or a factory because all the goods or the materials that we purchase or we buy is manufactured in the industry itself. This product, material or items are then sent to shops. These are sent to shops. That means shopkeepers used to buy all the materials from the industry. Is that clear? So, just to buy the material, shopkeepers pay some cost or shopkeeper pay some amount to the industry. Then the amount paid by the shopkeepers just to get the materials or the product is known as cost price. These are then sold to the customers. The items are then sold to the customers by the shopkeepers. That means first the goods are purchased by the shopkeepers and then these shopkeepers sell these goods to the customer. Hope this is clear. Now let us consider one more example. Let us consider a boy named Sam. Now Sam's dad has asked him to sell watch. Okay? He asked him to sell watch for a profit and not a loss. His father warned that by selling watch he gains some profit. Now, just to understand profit and loss, we must clear our doubts regarding cost price and selling price. So, let us consider that we need to buy some toys. Okay? We need to buy some toys. So, in order to buy toys, what we will do? We will go to the shop. We will ask the shopkeeper for a particular toy. And to buy that toy, we need to pay some price. Thus, we can say the price at which we buy the toy or we buy any material or the product is called its cost price. This cost price is generally abbreviated as C.P. That means if we write cost price, then the abbreviation of cost price is C.P. If in a numerical it is written as CP, that indicates that it is cost price of that product. Now, we also know that the price at which we are selling, that means the price at which we are selling the product is its selling price. For example, Sam has bought the watch. He paid some amount just to buy the watch. The amount he paid to the shopkeeper was that cost price. And now his father is asking him to sell it again. That means the amount or the price at which Sam will sell the watch back to the shop will be its selling price, which is abbreviated as S.P. So CP is abbreviated as C.P and selling price, that is selling price of the product, is abbreviated as S.P. Now, how we conclude that whether we are in a profit and loss? Just to understand this concept, let us deal with this fact. In case the amount at which we bought the product, that means if cost price is less and its selling price is more, then we say that we have a profit. So, when the selling price of an item is more than its cost price, the difference between the two prices is called profit. That means when selling price is greater than cost price. When selling price is greater than cost price. And this is very important condition. Please make it a mark that it is a very important condition to gain a profit. Now, when we suffer a loss, so this is a condition for loss. if the cost price is greater than the selling price. That means when the cost price of an item is more than its selling price, the difference between the two prices is called loss. Okay, so in order to clear it more, we will be just dealing with the example just to explain you how cost price becomes more than the selling price and how selling price becomes more than the cost price. So before just proceeding with that, let us understand a definition, a short definition of CP and SP. The amount paid by the shopkeeper to wholesaler. That means the amount paid by the shopkeeper to wholesaler is known as its cost price, and the amount paid by customer to shopkeeper is known as selling price. That means shopkeeper has bought some goods or the product from the industry or the wholesaler. So the amount he paid to get the product in his shop is the cost price. Now the same product he is selling to the customer at the price which is known as the selling price. Now the condition we have already learned that when selling price is greater than cost price, we have a profit. Therefore, the formula is profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. And when selling price is less than cost price, we have a loss. Or we can say when cost price is more than selling price, we have a loss, which is written as L is equals to CP minus SP. Hope this is clear. Now, let us consider that Sam has paid rupees 700 to buy the watch. That means the cost price of the watch is 700. Now he is selling the watch back to the shop at rupees 850. Oh my God, it is more now. He is getting more price than the price he paid for it. So we can say that selling price at which he is selling the watch is more than the cost price. So ultimately what we have? We have a profit in this case. So there is a formula to calculate profit. What was that? Profit was SP minus CP. Here selling price is 850 and cost price is 700. When we have calculated it, when we have differentiated it, it is rupees 150. Therefore, we can say that Sam has gained a profit of rupees 150. In other case, let us consider if the cost price is rupees 600. If the cost price is rupees 600 and he is selling it at a rupees of 350. A huge difference. Okay, so in this case cost price is greater than the selling price and hence the condition is we will suffer a loss, or the Sam will suffer a loss, because the amount at which he bought the material or the amount at which he bought the watch was more than the amount he is getting in return of it. So in this case he is suffering a loss, and the formula we know, loss is equals to cost price minus selling price. Cost price was 600 and the selling price is 350. Therefore he is having a loss of rupees 250. There are some of the examples. Find the profit or the loss if CP is rupees 46.60 and SP is rupees 49.85. Now first what we need to do, we need to see which one is greater, whether a CP or a SP. In comparing both, we found that SP is greater than CP. That means selling price is greater than CP. And we know that condition that when selling price is greater than cost price, it is a profit. And through the formula of profit, we can calculate the profit that a person is gaining by selling the product. Here in this case, a profit of rupees 3.25 is enjoyed by a person. Now let us have the second example to clear your doubt. Nana bought a television for rupees 33,298. So since Nana paid rupees 33,298 in order to buy a television, that means this rupees 33,298 is its cost price, and she is selling it for rupees 28,000. She is selling it at rupees 28,680. So on comparing both the prices, we found that cost price was more, that the amount she paid to buy the television was more than the amount she is getting by selling it. So clearly she is suffering a loss, whose formula is loss is equals to CP minus SP, and hence Naina had a loss of rupees 4,618. So we can have a formula, a very clear formula, that if we know the profit, we can easily calculate cost price and selling price, since profit is equals to SP minus CP. So if we know any two quantity, whether a profit or a selling price, we can easily calculate cost price. And if we are knowing cost price and profit, we can easily calculate selling price. Similarly, if we are knowing loss and cost price, we can calculate if we are knowing loss and cost price, yes, we can calculate selling price. And if we are knowing loss and selling price, we can calculate CP. Is that clear? So now let us have a quick revision on all the formulas we have discussed today in this lecture. The very first formula we have discussed is profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. That means selling price is more than the cost price. Loss is equals to cost price minus selling price. If we know any two quantity, we can calculate the third one. If we are having profit and cost price, we can calculate selling price. If we are having profit and selling price, we can calculate cost price. Similarly, if we are knowing loss and selling price, we can calculate cost price. And at last, if we are knowing loss and cost price, we can calculate its selling price. Is that clear? Hope this video has cleared your doubts to a much extent. Hope you like the video, and this video will help you to clear your concept regarding profit and loss. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe.